Okay, this is the second screencast assignment for Professor Morrison in Physics 101. In an effort to get away from security guards chasing him, a bank robber runs up the stairs of the bank to the roof of the building. The bank is a 5-story building. The next building over is a 4-story building. Assuming the bank robber is capable of jumping with a jump velocity of 10.5 meters per second at a 10-degree angle relative to the flat rooftop, how far away can the neighboring building be and still allow the robber to land on top of the other building? At the maximum safe distance, what will the robber's velocity be when he hits the other rooftop? From the word problem, we can find that the initial velocity is 10.5 meters per second, and that it's at a 10-degree angle. We also know the height of the buildings to start, which would be on the y-axis. y1, or the starting point, initial being 5, and the y final being 4. Or I'm sorry, the y initial would be 0. We need to find for the problem distance and velocity final. The way I solved this problem was I took the equation x equal to x theta plus initial velocity x times t, and rearranged the problem to search for t. I then took the x subtracted by x theta and divided by the velocity. My equation ended up looking like this, with my seconds being 0.388 seconds. Having found the time, I was able to find the acceleration by taking the velocity over time. A was equal to 10.5 meters per second divided by 0.338 seconds, causing the acceleration to equal 6.52. Now that I had both of these, I could find the distance formula and the velocity final. For distance, I used the equation and simply plugged in the variables that I now had. By doing so, I was able to come to this conclusion. Leaving the distance to equal 4.49. For the velocity final, I took the initial velocity and added the acceleration of x multiplied by the time. This equaled 10.3 plus 6.52 and the 0.388 seconds. I came to the conclusion that the final velocity is 12.8. Through using these formulas, I was able to find that distance was 4.49 meters, and the velocity final was 12.8 meters per second.